This is Redemption, a live play podcast set in the Star Wars Edge of the Empire role-playing game system.
All right, should we do light side, dark
Force
side?
dice. Give me one of
Yes,
your
sir.
force dice.
2 light side.
1 light side.
2 dark side.
And 1 light side. So we
Ooh.
have 4 light side, 2 dark side.
So much light side. Anyway, so yeah, let's go land. Get to planetary
You can
landing,
roll your planetary landing.
bro. One success,
One success
and
And a
one
threat.
threat.
All right.
Oh, thanks. I hate when you just say all right. Yep. Like
right.
nothing happens. Just
Landing
kidding.
seems to be going smoothly, but then the secondary motivator goes out on one of the drives, and the ship lists a little bit to the right, and then the right side of the ship starts to drag significantly as we're going down through the stratosphere.
Tazi says, everybody get on the right side to balance out the ship.
Oh, what are we, Waterworld?
All right, you land.
Yay, we landed.
Bob's Robotics is not very far away.
Corell, can you look at that motivator real quick?
Actually, the primary buffer panel fell off the ship.
Fell off the ship.
It fell off. I warned you a week ago that it was going to happen.
We'll have to get another one of those.
Why don't you guys go look for that? I'll go to Bob's.
It's not. I mean, look. Hey, watch. Spaceport. Spaceport. Is this?
Yes.
Can you? What was it called?
Primary buffer panel.
Could you replace our primary buffer panel, please?
Just no buffer, not buffet.
Buffet.
Just
No,
order
we're not
the
getting.
part.
We're not getting a buffet
I just
table.
ordered the. Can I get one of those?
I'm the spaceport, not the parts dealer.
Oh, listen, I know you can get me one.
We don't need a buffet table.
No buffets.
No buffet table. We don't have room for a buffet table.
And you don't get soup with a buffet.
Oh, well, never mind then. Thanks.
I can send a repair crew down.
No, we don't need a repair. We just need the part.
Okay.
Can you get the part?
Sure.
All right, thanks. Can
You know there's an upcharge at the dock.
Absolutely.
Right, never mind then. This is ridiculous.
Have you ever piloted a ship or dealt with a docking crew before?
This
when
is
I
how
left-
economy works.
No.
Yes.
No. All right.
Yes.
Well, I'm done with you now.
How they
Go
take
on.
your finger off the button.
Do you really need to take your finger off the button?
Because I can't stop talking to you until you take your finger off
Take
the
your
button.
finger off the button.
Right. Okay. Set
Just hit escape.
If you could take
any
your,
key.
if you could,
Any key.
that the yellow button your finger is on, if
Right.
you could remove your finger from that button.
Okay. Right. So I'll take the finger off the button, and then we can stop having this conversation with the guy from the port.
Yes.
Hey, one, do you still have that cryo thing in your frame there? Did you give KO a bit of a
Yes.
squirt with the cryo frame?
All right. Look. Okay. Look at it.
Oh, look.
Would you guys
Hey.
actually stop chatting so I can get through on the radio? Oh, okay, guys. Look, I'm here at Bob's. He opens in an hour.
Tee.
Oh. I hate you so much. I'll find the panel when I'm out here.
Right. I
I thought maybe you'd like to be useful.
I was, and then I didn't realize it was an upcharge. Now that there's an upcharge, I don't want it. So I go.
That's how economics works.
No, it's stupid. Fine, I'll go get a panel.
Why don't you go get us some food?
We have
Remember,
food.
you're in charge of food
We
now.
have food.
We have powdered eggs and bantha milk.
No, actually, they fully stocked us as part of our
Yeah.
compensation for the work we did.
Oh.
Right. I mean, I get it.
You were sulking in your room about something. We didn't let you know.
You know.
I'm going to let go of this transmit button now and wait for the shop to open.
Oh, well, I mean, we
Can
can
I allow-
continue.
Could you take your finger off the button?
Transmission's ended.
Right, so I guess we can go get the primary buffer panel.
We'll go do that.
Okay. Question: do you think Bob's Electronics has a primary buffer panel?
Well, I think it's Bob's Robotics, and it's possible, I suppose.
I mean, we can go somewhere else. I mean, I was just saying.
Let's always go to the bar.
Ooh, that's a good one. Now, let's go get a primary buffer. I'll go get that. You take A1. Well, I mean, A1, you can come with me if you want. Or you can go with him to a bar. That one. I point at Tazi.
I was going to go to get the panel and then go to the bar. I figured the bar
if
was
we're
going to
gonna-
be a stop.
No, we'll do that. Oh, yeah, we'll just do the whole thing, yeah.
Get off. We walk down the gangplank. The gangplank goes up. Little remote. Boop, boop.
And then we proceed to the nearest not overly expensive
So you're looking for a
ship
scrapyard.
place. Yeah, scrapyard.
There you go. Wally's Scrapyard is 1 block away from Bob's Robotics.
Hey, all right. So, yeah, we roll
Okay.
up and
Every so often, A1 stops and has to twitch a little bit to get his left wheel working.
Really need to get that looked at.
Are you asking me to look at it, or are you going to ask Corel?
Well, I mean,
Because we don't want to upset her.
no. I mean, you obviously know something's broken. I mean, you're not a dumb.
Yes, I
droid.
can run a self-diagnostic.
Right. So I'm assuming that you couldn't fix it yourself, though. It's inside you.
I could, but I need parts. There's wires that got fried when Corel tried to deactivate the restraining bolt.
Right. Well, that's fine. We'll figure it out. That's fine. Anyway, let's go to Wally's.
We're not placing blame. We're not placing blame.
Oh, right. I'm gonna get on my personal communicator. Corel.
It is a primary
Correct.
buffer panel. It
No.
does not have brushes. It does not serve food.
No, I don't.
It's a plate. It's a
don't-
metal plate
I
that
don't
goes
wanna-
on the
Caleb,
nose of
take
the
your
ship.
hand off the transmit button.
No, I don't. Oh, I'm talking to her. Hold on.
No, you.
Right.
I think she's probably trying to talk back. I can hear her on my comm, but I don't think you can hear
Well, right.
because you have your hand to your ear.
Right. So no, I know it's not. I don't need to get a buffet table. I know that. I was going to ask you, could you maybe see if Bob has a voice box for
A vocoder.
Yeah, for A1.
I can check.
Because the beeping is interesting and all.
I can check.
That'd be great. Thanks. KO out. Put the finger back to the
You
button.
don't have to turn off the comm, Kato.
No? Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's
No,
really
man,
that
then.
an open channel.
Open channel. That's nice. All right, so wait, you
Anyway.
can hear me all the time?
You guys get to Wally's scrapyard.
Yeah.
It's very organized. It's very neat. Everything's very well labeled. And then obviously there's a big scrapyard out back that's,
Right.
from what you can tell just by seeing out the door, everything looks very neat and organized.
Oh, no, this place is really nice.
There seemed to be a proprietor around.
There is. There's a human male that comes out. Customers, what can I do for you?
We need a primary buffer panel.
If you couldn't understand the accent, he said buffer panel.
But for what kind of ship?
It's
Go
yours.
ahead. No, go ahead.
No,
You-
it's yours.
you obviously have
I
this under
just
control.
shoot guns,
No, you obviously
and I don't
you know.
cook. No. It's fine. I just sit down.
This is where neither of the players realized they'd know what kind of ship
Questor
we're flying in.
ZH-25.
Oh.
Oh, yes. I will be right back.
Thanks.
He looks. You're welcome.
KO just sits there sulking.
A1 comes over and leans his head against you and kind of tries to best he can move his head in a circle, and then he twitches and kind of pushes you over the chair.
Ow. Thanks for the try, little guy.
Tee-hee-hee.
Right. Anyway,
I'm making that a thing.
I see that.
Yeah.
That's twice in the past 20 minutes.
Yep. Looking around the shop, does it look like he has any other parts laying on the shelves or things that might be useful on the ship, like interiors or maybe counter systems or anything like that?
There's quite a bit of stuff here. It's a scrapyard. Anything specific you're looking for?
No, I was just kind of curious if he had parts laying around. I don't know. I don't have anything I'm looking for the ship in particular, but I thought there might be an interesting piece or two laying on the shelves. It's a scrapyard, so
All right. The guy comes back a few minutes later with a buffer panel and, X amount of credits, because I have no idea how much it actually costs for one.
We pay X amount of credits.
Is there any A1? Is there anything else here you need?
Right. Good.
Okay.
We did business. Do you? How big is this panel?
Plot big.
Plot big?
Big enough that you can carry it just
All right.
fine.
I carry it because I'm a brawny dude.
Thank you, sir. Off to the bar.
Well, let me drop this off really quick, and then I'll meet you at the bar. Which bar are you going to?
Dave's Dive.
Got it. Right. So I take the panel back to the ship.
Okay. You do that.
We've landed on the planet of generic Earth names.
Yeah, it's my favorite planet.
And over to Bob's Robotics. It opens. There's a female human. She opens the door. Oh, customers? Customer?
So early.
She's rubbing her eyes. Looks like she's had a long night.
Yes, need some parts for an R3 droid.
Oh. Interesting. Come in.
What's it like in here?
This is your jam-packed computer robotics kind of nerd. She's dressed in glasses with different types of lenses, so that she could. No, she's got glasses on that have different lenses. She's dressed in like
I
a
can see everything.
little leather apron with different little tools in there that are for working on robotics. She's got several different little robots that are sitting around that are hopping around doing little tasks for her.
Little robot-y tasks.
Yeah. What parts do you need?
I describe what we're looking for, which is I don't really know. It's a droid thing.
Yeah, some connectors, some wiring.
It's a circumlocutor and R259 connector.
Oh, very well. And unlike Wally's scrapyard, this place is not organized well. So she starts kind of scrambling around. The little robots kind of just start scrambling around looking for parts. And one gets tossed to you. Oh, here's part. And you have to catch it.
Okay, I catch it.
Over the comm to Corel. Corel, don't forget that scanner module as well. He's missing a scanner, if I remember the diagnostics right.
That's what I'm holding in my hand. It's like,
yeah.
Yep, we won't forget that part.
Thanks. When you're done, meet us at Dave's Dive.
Okay, we'll do. And do you have any vocoders?
Yes.
Need one of those too.
Okay.
Preferably something with a tunable voice.
Tunable. So you want to be able to change his voice when you need to?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. She takes you about a half hour to find all the parts you need, and she just tossing them out as she finds them.
I find like a satchel and start packing them away.
And then she walks back behind the counter. Is there anything else?
No, I think that should do it.
Okay. Well, thank you. Good luck. And then she turns around and starts working on a robot.
I stop. Like, you're welcome. And I just kind of slowly wander out of the shop and wonder why she just gave us all these free parts.
You can make a perception check if you want.
I would like to do that because I'm a little. I've gotten some of KO's paranoia going on here.
Inside of Corell's brain, she goes, "What in the world would she ever give us free parts?
She's a spy.
She's a rebel.
Success
Spy.
and an advantage."
She's just absent-minded.
Right.
Kind of was thinking it's just.
She's just very
How
absent-minded.
much should these parts cost?
Couple hundred. We'll just throw that out there.
I'm going to leave some. One of our droids that's wandering around, I just kind of tap him on the head and hand him credits.
He shakes his head, runs over, puts it in her pocket.
Okay. I head back to the ship.
Credits are
I
pure
just
gold
imagine
bars.
like loads of pit droids just like hopping around her little establishment. Oh, and a little pit droid comes over and puts credits in her pocket. Like something else.
Kind of how I got it. Go back to the ship.
Pit
Nobody's
droids are
there at that
awesome.
point.
No, they're all at the
Is
bar.
there a primary buffer panel?
Yeah, it's sitting.
Is it the right one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because Tazi remembered the type of ship, so.
Okay, good.
It's a ship.
All right. Then I will lock the ship back up and go to Dave's Dive.
Our go-go motivator is
All right.
out.
You
Go,
find
go, me.
Dave's Dive. What does Dave's Dive look like?
You remember in Spaceballs when they're at a tiny little diner?
So it looks like a 50s diner.
Looks like a 50s diner, 100%.
All beige though.
All beige.
Beige
with,
and brown.
with like instead of like the really nice like white lighting that seems to pervade in the Star Wars universe,
Take Mos Eisley Cantina and distill it down to a diner.
and make the light almost sepia.
So like everything behind the counter, instead of it being, like shiny chrome shelves, it's all like weird tubes and things coming out of the ceiling across it. There's a window for some food serving, and there's a four-armed guy in the back probably making
Cooking.
food. As we have seen in some of the other canon films, four-armed guys make really good cooks.
Why not?
Maybe
of course,
that's why I'm such a terrible
Dexter,
cook.
of course, Dexter Jetster.
And above each place setting at the bar, there's a pneumatic tube that decants every drink. So the bartender doesn't actually come to you. Everything's just decanted. They hand you a glass and it just decants.
They'll bring you
self-serve.
food,
Yeah.
but your drinks are just like, it's like a little, you pull a tube down from the ceiling, you fill your drink, and you put the tube goes back up.
And it's all the same tube,
Oh, yeah.
no matter what you're drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
So you may have very
Oh,
beery
yum.
tasting whiskey, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that
Your
sounds
orange juice
awesome.
might taste
It's a
like,
dive.
Frelp. I don't know what Frelp tastes like, but I'm sure it's worse than orange juice.
Yeah, all I know is that I don't want the tube after Tazi's got his golden drink.
I'm not. This is a dynamite eating. I'm not gonna have a golden drink.
Oh, okay, got it.
even though he does every morning.
Every morning, little nip.
So, sure enough, true to form, there's a golden drink in front of my breakfast plate.
And I actually
absolutely.
picture this place is packed in the mornings.
Sure.
Because every spacer comes here to wake up.
Yep. And he makes powdered bantha,
Powdered
milk
eggs. It's powdered eggs and bantha milk.
and it's literally there's a plaque on the wall that says certified hangover guarantee fixer. I'm like, say, this is my kind of place.
We see Corel come in.
Yep.
Do you have like parts in a satchel or
No,
like, a bag or?
Just walked in, not carrying anything.
Okay. Wave her over the table.
Wander over to the diner table.
Yep, you're there.
Okay. Parts are on the ship. You got the right buffer panel. I'm
We got
proud
the
of you.
buffet. We got the buffet panel.
We got
No,
the buffet
buffer
panel.
Buffer.
Right.
There's,
Buffer.
there's an on the end of
Buffer.
it.
So you're eating your great food.
This is delicious.
Tazi reaches up and pulls the tube down and squirts what appears to be a coffee-ish drink into his golden drink.
Calf.
Calf.
Some
Yeah, it's our
calf.
calf. Squirts calf into the golden drink and slams it down.
Ugh.
Somebody's gonna be ready for today.
Boing.
Yeah, I know. Jeez.
Somebody's going to be shaking and nervous and a little twitchy.
Ooh, shinies. All right, so we got the parts. So
Yeah, parts are on the ship. Just need A1 back. It'll take an hour or two.
I think I'll take a moment and see if maybe we can find a gig here.
Might
A
not be
paying
a bad
gig.
idea. Once we have breakfast, A1, are you want to go? Okay.
I'll knock this down real quick. And Tazi kind of picks up the plate and just starts scooping things into his mouth. Just
I'll just have the calf, please.
Pull your little thing down.
Yeah, KO pulls a tube down and fills a cup up for you.
And as I watch Tazi do that, I'm like knife and forking, and I just keep like sawing
of the same thing over and over. Or is the meat that tough?
No, just staring at you. I'm all the way through, and I'm getting to plate, and you're just watching you shovel it down.
And I'm watching as he goes through the plate, which are styrofoam here.
I go through the plate.
He's like
I'm on the
counter.
I'm on the table now.
Tazi kind of wipes his mouth with his hand and grabs a napkin and wipes off his hand. And then you're look at your KO. Look at your plate.
Do you want it?
No, I'm fine. But you're not gonna eat that now, are you?
No,
Okay.
I'm not. I'm good. No.
Check, please.
Check, please, immediately. I squirt some calf down. I slam it.
You get your check, you leave.
All I see are tentacles everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Someone grabs one of his tentacles and tries to fill a drink.
hey. That's not nice.
Yeah.
Did you want me to meet you here for a reason?
Well, you get some
Other than
food.
nausea?
Well, to get food.
Well,
Why nausea?
no reason whatsoever.
No, you're fine.
The food's fine, guys. I don't know what you're.
I don't know.
What's the
Right, let's get back to the
You're
ship.
not
Back to
pregnant,
the
are you?
ship. That's a good idea. What?
Nausea. I heard women usually get pregnant. Nausea. It's a thing.
Do you guys carry babies that way?
No, I think it's just a sickness.
The
Right? It's a-
technology check?
Sure.
Aren't you the medic?
That's why I said I'm doing a technology check. I didn't ask that question.
It'd be an
Take it
easy
back.
check.
I just looked like it's much more likely that I'm hungover.
but you didn't really
I
drink. You
destroy
didn't really
that.
drink last
I
night.
totally know how Twi'leks are pregnant.
Well, when a boy Twi'lek and a girl Twi'lek.
No,
love
I know
each
how
other
to make.
very much,
I know how they
then
make.
why are you rolling?
I wanted to know how you incubate children, just to see. Maybe it's true.
They got like one of those sun lamps and like a little thing.
I don't know if they're an
egg
egg-based
test tube.
creature or not.
egg based. Do you give birth to live young?
Oh, that is the
I
best.
really don't know why I put up with these things.
So
No,
I'm
it's
not. I have not.
No,
said any of
I
this.
honestly I didn't see you drink last night. So if you're hungover, I'm sorry.
No, it never mind. Now I wish I was. I'll be back on the ship.
Oh well, we'll just come with you.
Do they
I
give
thought you were
birth to
going to
live
go look
young?
for cargo.
Yes. As far as I can tell.
Remember 2 minutes ago?
Got a lot of
when you
Twi'lek porn. It was kind of weird.
Tazi points at the empty drink.
Honestly, Wikipedia
Shouldn't have had that this early.
didn't load quick enough,
Kale,
so I gave up.
with him to get cargo. He's had a lot to drink already this morning.
I had one drink.
And now you can't remember 2 minutes
it-
ago.
No.
Was it your golden juice, though?
Yes, it was my golden
Well, then I'm
juice.
coming with then.
No, it's fine. We'll go back to the
A1,
ship.
let's go back to the ship
We
while we go
have-
look for cargo.
Let's get A1 taken care of. We can get him situated,
We're
and
gone.
then we can figure out.
He twitches and
She
Gets
totally
going.
was not listening to you.
And
What's new?
let's go back to the ship.
All right. That's the transitional music for going back to the ship.
I knew it's about a 20-minute, half-hour walk back to the ship. On your way, you guys notice several ships just come tearing into atmosphere.
Hurtling,
and-
a good
yeah.
term.
Are they on
And-
fire?
No, they're just rapidly approaching, and
These ships are on fire.
people are looking up like, "What are those? Where are they? What's
What
all
kinds of
this?"
ships are they?
There's just random different types of ships, but they are big ships, and they just come and they basically come right up over the city and kind of hover, and these very large things start jumping out of them. And large, I mean, they're 7.5 to 9 feet tall, very armored things. And luckily, you get to see them very close because right at the end of the street, one of the ships stops, and you guys see three very large. They're about 8 foot tall. They are kind of a reptilian humanoid. They look kind of like if you took a turtle and a person and smashed them together and made them like 9 foot tall. Anybody want to roll a xenology check?
Do I have to?
Yes. And you get a bonus.
Average. or hard?
Average.
No xenology allowed.
So I have a triumph, 3 successes, and no disadvantages.
You know a lot about these things.
I do.
3 successes.
I think they are ninjas.
3 threats.
Turtles. Maybe teenagers.
Sorry, 3 successes, 2 threats.
Okay, those that got successes. The name
Inkuri?
Inchuri, however you want to pronounce it. You know that they are very. There's 2 races, or 2 not races, 2 castes basically. There's the warriors and the breeders basically. These are obviously not the breeders. You're hoping, because if these are the breeders, you don't want to see the warriors. They're all outfitted with a version of padded armor that's way bigger than you guys could use. They have a very wicked looking cutlass on their back, and they all have blaster carbines in their hands, and they are dropping down, and anything that gets near them, they either grab it and smash it, or they start kicking things over, and they look like they are invading.
We should go.
Key on the radio. Guys, you're seeing this?
We're like right behind you, yeah.
They're
We see
standing
it.
right- They're standing right next to you.
Turn around. It's like, don't do that. What's the
waves.
building we're next to?
Clothing store.
Running is good. Running is really, really good.
They're between us and the ship.
Running is good. Running is really, really good.
Where are we running to? We can run into the building, or we run away.
Oh, wait.
Anywhere away from them is good.
Okay.
Tazi's looking, while they're kind of going back and forth briefly, I'm looking for like a side alley real quick we can duck down.
You could find one.
Tazi like kind of does a circular motion in the air with his hand and then points left and ducks down the alley to the
I
left.
follow immediately.
I follow
Okay.
also. I actually kind of grab A1 because I know he's having problems with his left wheel and kind of pull him along.
Okay.
That might be cool.
When you say you're moving along, are you hopping along, running along, jumping along?
Keeping up with these two.
Okay.
Do you appear to be blurry if we were to look back at you?
Nope, but you all are hyper aware of your surroundings.
Oh, well, that gives us another thing. So,
We know the general direction the ship is in, so I will be trying to kind of take alleys that keep us going in that direction, even if it might not be the most direct path. Try to keep us off the street and some cover.
all right. Now, when you said hypersensitive, do you mean...
I kick on battle meditation.
Okay. Does that mean emotions,
No,
awareness?
It basically means anytime we make a roll, we get an automatic success. We're more hyper aware of our surroundings, and as long as I can maintain the power.
Okay.
It doesn't give anybody any super senses. It just gives us better chances of being successful at stuff.
I'd like
Okay.
to make a
No.
skullduggery roll to try and keep us in stealth. Or
Right.
kind of keep us out of sight.
Okay. With your triumph and your past, there's no apparent weaknesses these things have, but you do know that they are resistant to the Force,
Yep. Well aware.
which doesn't help you guys too much because none of you are Force. But you also do know, well, as far as you know, none of you
Other
have
than the question
Force.
that we have to have still.
That discussion is outstanding still, yeah.
You also do know, you're just about to say it, and then it all hits you. You know that they can affect your emotions, and the most emotion they can affect is fear. So everybody has to make a discipline check. It's a hard task. For you, KO, it gets to be a daunting.
I'm not going to roll at all because I have a 1 discipline.
Very well.
I mean, I'll try. I mean,
All right. And I'm going
Hardest
to
2 or hardest 3? Hardest 2.
Dante
hardest
is 4.
3. And make one of those red as I flip over a dark side
For
point.
who? Him?
Everybody.
Right.
Just not get...
Is it for just one, or would
It
it
would
be
be
for
just
everybody?
for one.
Okay. Then just do hard, but one of them is red. So for everybody else, it's 3 purple.
me.
I actually got a
Discipline or
success in the
cool?
threat.
Discipline. This is a fear thing.
Okay.
So it goes against your discipline.
2 successes, 1 threat.
I succeeded. I succeeded because of battle meditation.
2 successes, 1 threat.
Okay.
Yeah. I have, but I did have 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 threats,
3 threats.
but
Okay.
1 success. Oh my god!
right.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, right. So
So you get around the corner. You guys all feel a little freaked out. Got it. All right. For now, you think you've evaded them. Whew, I almost tried to combine words.
What's the difficulty on the skullduggery?
It would be versus their perception. So 2.
What are you skulldugging? I forgot.
I'm trying to get us back to the ship.
Okay.
Like under cover.
Okay.
And that's 1 success.
Okay.
So maybe that gives us a bonus to a stealth roll.
1 success and 2 threats. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then a group stealth roll to give us... That gives us...
If you guys want to keep going, if you want to chit chat for a second, and because right now,
Oh yeah, I guess I could have just used stealth. That probably would have been the better stat to use instead
Well, no,
of
I
skullduggery.
thought you were using it to... Because you were trying to figure out the roads and like best way to get back to give us a bonus to ourselves.
That was what my thought was, but then I just, of course, looked at my sheet. I'm like, oh, look, there's stealth.
oh look, there it is.
Yeah.
You were
okay.
using strategy. It makes sense.
I thought about using warfare, but
So let's try and... Why don't we just try and sneak there?
that's what we're doing.
Right. So before you guys get going, the Incuri, they affect your emotions, mostly fear because they're big and scary.
I am a little scared right now.
That's so.
They look like they can snap you in
It's
half.
only going to get worse.
oh,
Well,
you
let's
guys,
get the hell out of here.
as soon as he says that, you hear screams, like a woman scream and crashing, and
Yeah. I mean, it gets really bad.
Tazi does hesitate at the scream. Like you see, like you would see him visibly look back, like
oh, if you look back,
And-
you see people
and,
running away. You see,
going for his blaster. Like
there's blaster fire in the back. You can hear it. I mean,
There are ships of those things.
We need to go, Tazi.
yes, let's go.
I actually roll it. It's a new round. Ooh, no. Fear, though. Okay, hang on. I actually am going to take a strain.
okay.
And spend this dark side force point I just used. And while I'm dragging A1 along, I'm actually using the force to pick him up. So I'm just kind of pulling him, but he's being held off the ground by the force. So it just looks like I'm yanking him along as we move.
Okay.
So that's all.
All right.
Okay, we use
Yeah,
that
we're
moment
moving.
to... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm starting to get freaked out and a little scared. So
Oh, yeah.
that lets me tap into the dark side of the force, unfortunately.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, shit happens sometimes.
All right. So you need a group stealth check.
I'm not very good at it.
You're the stealthiest, I believe.
Yeah. I got 3 green.
That's all we got.
I got 3 green.
3.
3 green.
3, and well, you get a boost die for your skullduggery.
And
so.
it's against 3, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
3 purple. Trace purple.
Because it's going to be tough. I mean, they're everywhere. There's people running everywhere. You're trying to not draw any attention to yourselves.
We might have done it.
We did it with one success.
One success.
One success. Straight success, that's all.
All right. You're making your way through the streets, the alleys. You pass through different shops. I mean, there's things on fire. You can avoid the inquiry. I don't know why I can't say that word all of a sudden. Everybody make a perception check as you're running. This is going to be an average. And I'm going to let A1 roll too.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Nope.
Yes. 3 successes.
Jeez.
I got a triumph and 2 successes.
Okay.
So whatever, but I have 2 threats. So whatever it is, I stop in the middle of an intersection to notice it.
Okay. You
thanks.
stop. And when you stop, KO runs into your back. And what you see is the planet has security forces. And the security forces are trying to hold them off. Mm-hmm. And you see one Yin Curry grab a security force, rip him in half, throw him, and hits a female security force in the head, who turns around and looks at you and says, "Help." You didn't see it because you didn't.
Nope,
you didn't.
I missed it.
And A1 just starts making all sorts of beeping and like, he's got a wheel that's spinning really fast. I think he wants to go.
I quick draw on the inquiry.
Okay.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
All right, so we're going to run into initiative.
That was
As you do that, can I do a quick pre-melee type thing?
Sure.
I shove A1 towards you. Get the ship ready. And I pull out my electro staff. You can do whatever you want, obviously, but this happens at the same time. So that's going to be...
I can go get the ship ready. Thanks. And I literally pick up A1 and I keep going.
He gets all of a sudden very heavy as I'm distracted by other things.
I'm a big burly dude.
That's okay. But no, he was actually off the ground.
Lighter, and then now he's heavier.
Yeah, well, like he was
noticeably.
off the ground, and then all of a sudden he clanks when you grab him.
Right.
So.
I pick him up.
Okay.
head back to the ship. We'll be there in a second.
Yeah, whatever.
This won't take long.
Yeah, sure, right.
God, piloting.
But you have someone with you that can pilot.
All right.
All right. So what did you guys get for initiatives?
I got
Vigilance.
2 successes and an advantage.
All right. What did everybody get for initiative?
2 successes and an advantage.
1 success.
2 successes and an advantage. So we really do go like at the same time.
Yep.
Okay.
Both of us together.
So PC slot 1 goes.
Go ahead, Speedy.
I'm going to.
Oh, this sucks because
I'm going to rush in and charge the thing.
Okay. There's the one that just tore the guy in half, and then there's
Right.
2 more near him.
The
This is a
person
tripe.
the person that just said help. I'm going to try and interpose and take out the one that's
Okay.
going for her.
Yep. He's moving towards her. She's crying.
I'm going to attempt to interpose.
good,
and
she's
then
crying.
attack.
Oh,
Where'd my green dice go? There it is.
imagine an 8-foot tall turtle coming towards you, and he rips your friend in half.
Yeah, I'd be a little shell shocked.
Ah.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
He's getting a star.
Oh, it is a complete and utter wash.
Good job.
I basically run up and I kind of like just interpose myself, swing the electro staff a little bit. It kind of just makes a hissing noise as the thing jumps back, but it does not contact.
You swing it. He actually reaches forward and like knocks it out with his hand, and just kind of smiles.
Oh, he bats it aside.
He bats it aside and smiles, and then it's PC 2.
ranged light.
Which one are you shooting?
I'm shooting the one to the right of the one that is fighting Corel currently because Corel in melee makes my job more difficult.
You're fighting number 1. You're shooting number 2.
Do they have any black die for armor?
It's padded, so shouldn't.
Not for range.
I put raid markers over them. There's a 1 and a 2 and a 3.
Which for melee there
Can you
is
mark
1.
mine with a
So
star?
Hell, yeah, mine's marked with a moon then.
Okay.
Mine's marked with nothing. I'm leaving.
All right. Rolling on number 2.
Okay. Yep.
It's a wash.
Nope, he's right. It's a wash.
Wash. That's a wash.
All right.
No, 1 success for battle meditation.
Yep.
Oh, one success, and there was 4 advantages.
You can crit.
Correct. You can.
I will. So initial damage is a shot of 8. from my Dragon Eye.
He
pistol.
takes 0.
He takes some.
He takes nothing. That's a 19.
Yeah, 10 and 9. I couldn't see the other. 19 on the crit table.
Okay. You shoot it. It bounces off his helmet, or hits his helmet, and he kind of shakes his head and kind of looks around.
He's dazed. Or something.
And confused.
And as my movement action, I take cover
Smart man.
Okay.
behind the nearest overturned apple cart or whatever poses for apples on this planet.
It's an apple
Okay.
cart.
Apples are everywhere.
It's true.
Oranges.
There's
Yeah.
still
just
apples.
just so
but-
happens you take cover next to the woman that was asking for help.
Hello, love. Anyway, sorry.
You're macking on people and you're not even
I'm
there.
going to take a strain for
Okay.
an additional movement action, and my movement action will actually be to push her behind me, like behind the cover of the cart. Like, so
Okay.
Stay down,
move
stupid.
her-
So now he's got to get through both of us.
Oh, good.
Wait.
Yes. Speaking of that, it is number one's turn to go. He sees you want to do melee, so he pulls out his cutlass.
What does Daze do?
He's distracted,
Different guy.
Oh.
but it's a different guy.
Oh.
So melee is 2, right?
I doing
You
here?
ever seen a turtle on drugs? Because that's what this one looks like.
Oh, well, that's nice. Well, I rolled a triumph.
totally, dude. Oh, God. I'll roll up a new character after this.
No. I rolled a triumph, but it still is a wash.
So only the triumph portion of
Only
triumph
the triumph
happens.
but
So something good happens for him. But
For him,
you
but
don't
yes.
get damaged.
But you don't get damaged, yes. He pulls that scimitar out and he swings it and he hits you. You block it with your staff, but he pushes you back far enough that you bump into KO. So KO drops A1.
So we all end up in a... He basically knocks
like,
us into each other. We all end up in a pile.
Correct.
Yeah. He like knocks me across the alley and into you guys.
So you don't take any damage, but
Because I'm soft.
correct.
Soft like a marshmallow.
And it's PC 3. So either you can go or A1 can go.
I stand up, which is an action,
Okay.
and then I take a strain. I look at both of you.
You look at him.
Yeah.
You see that woman looking back at you, and she says, "Help." She looks a little injured, and you kind of have a little flashback. Would you like to describe the flashback?
Oh, this will be great.
So KO kind of like goes a little daisy-eyed, like dazed and confused. Like he looks like a 1,000-yard stare kind of for a second, and in his head he's remembering on his home planet. There was a very similar scene of a young Jedi who was a Padawan to a knight who was battling a Yinkuri, in fact, and she had a rock stuck on her leg, and she was looking back at KO, who was very much suited up as a medic, has a full big med bag, big old blaster, and she's literally looking him directly in the eyes, asking for help, and you see KO turn away and run. So we cut back to KO in real time, and KO stares at the woman, and you hear him go, "Cock." And he pulls out the giant rifle of doom that I like to call my baby, and aims at
Charlize,
Theron.
Charlize, not the just Charlize.
Just Charlize.
Or you could call the rifle Mr. F.
Mr. F. Yeah, we'll do that. Mr. F. No,
Okay.
So yeah, and he's going to aim at...
None of them are currently engaged because...
right, so I'm going to shoot a guy that swung at my friend Corell.
Okay.
Number one.
Number 1.
And it's what distance / what's my difficulty.
You're close. I mean...
So 1.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, don't. Okay. Auto success. So 2 successes and 2 advantages.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the damage?
13. Pierce
Okay.
1.
All right.
And I take a strain to move into cover on the alley.
All right. You hit him pretty solid. He doesn't look very happy.
Is there a pretty solid concussive shot from this thing?
Oh, yeah. Just sounded. You can hear it. Just...
It's A1's turn. And unfortunately, his wheel isn't working right.
Dang it.
So he pops out a little fusion cutter and it sparks and he beeps and
Cuts his own leg off.
can't do anything.
Can't do anything. Right on. Good job, buddy.
So you've got the other 2 You shot one, so he's going to try to return fire.
Cover adds a black die, yes? Right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Black
Yep.
die.
I just had to look at their stats.
No, I was just, like, for myself, if they move it to cover. I was like, what happens?
Okay, so
There's a cat in the alleyway.
okay, he gets just 2 successes, and the rest washes out. So you take 10 points from his blaster carbine,
Minus your soak.
minus your soak.
Oh, your soak of 1. Oh, you got armor. Yeah.
You finally got your armor.
Yeah, but he's still, that hurt a lot for him.
Okay, and the other one is the one that you popped in the head. He does get a shot. Light, dark. Oh, he's firing at you.
Hooray.
Because you've been the only effectual one so far.
Hey, I hit him.
I mean, between the two of us.
So 1 success, so you take 9 points.
I do not.
And then it's PC 1.
Can I shoot again really quick since I'm the
Yeah.
one that's not, like, in the super thick of this? I'm going to use my flame attachment.
Okay. That's got a
Yeah,
blast,
do
right?
it before I go back into melee.
Yeah, that's the point. And then I'm also going to use True Aim as my maneuver, which means I get to upgrade one of my die. Can I have another yellow, please?
No,
Is there another yellow?
should be.
Yeah, super. And I'm shooting at the middle one to be able to get all of them
Okay.
if this works. I have a triumph and 3 advantages, so 2 successes. No, 2 advantages.
You have a
and-
triumph, a success, and 2
successes.
advantages.
which is a triumph.
3 successes because of battle meditation.
Yeah, so 3 successes, triumph, and I'm going to use that to activate the flame attachment's ability.
You need 2 to.
You
I'm
need
using
2
the triumph
advantages.
to do that.
Oh, okay.
We need 2 advantages to kick in the blast, right?
Yep, which I have.
Which you have,
so I'll use
Okay.
that, and then
but then
I'll
you
crit.
critically hit.
Yeah,
yes.
I'll critically hit
You
with
could
that
critically hit one of them.
too. The middle one, the
Yeah.
one that I'm
Okay,
hitting.
now you're trying to burn too, right?
Which happens with the 2, the critical that activates blast or activates burn. When I
I thought you had to use 2 for each.
is
Or
it
is
2
it-
for each. Then I'll just use 2 for the.
So you use the triumph to do the blast, and then the two for burn.
Yes,
Okay. So what's the damage?
13.
So you don't get to roll critical then
No, yeah,
because you spent it.
Okay.
yeah.
So 13. So one of them, the first one that had thrown you, falls down. Doesn't look like he's moving too much. The other two don't look very happy, but they're still up.
And so for the next 3 turns, so on their next turn, they'll take 13 again.
PC 2.
I'm gonna take it. Is the woman who was asking for help the only one left alive other than us? Okay.
Of the security force, there are still people in the shops you can hear.
Right, but she's the only one that's in immediate danger.
Correct. But she's currently
Behind him.
kind of hiding behind Tazi.
Okay. Get up, and then I'm going to have to take a strain to take another maneuver to close and then attack.
Okay.
Okay, that wipes that. So I am left with 4 successes.
Okay.
So that is going to do 11 points of damage.
Okay. You knock another one down.
Okay.
That guy is next PC slot. Do you want A1 to take it, or do you want to take it?
Anyone can take it.
All right. Yeah. He charges forward with his fusion cutter out.
Oh gosh. Hey, what?
It's a good thing he's got high skill on this. No, he doesn't.
Dang it.
He's got 1 in melee.
Are we going to be bondoing a dent in A1 also?
It's quite possible. Oh, wait. I don't need that. And it's a complete wash. I literally rolled all blanks.
Wow.
Wow.
That
Wow.
takes skill.
Yeah. So A1 rolls forward, charging with the fusion cutter and swinging a miss.
Which one did A1 attack? 2 or 3?
There's only 1 left.
Oh, I thought you said...
Carell just took one
took
out.
one down,
He took
okay.
one down. So now it's your turn, because it doesn't get to go until the very end.
I will take another blaster shot.
Okay. Don't
As he
forget
lines up a shot.
the black die, because A1 just moved into your way.
Yep.
Too bad you can't do a half black die, because he's only...
3 successes and 1 threat.
Okay, you hit. What's your damage?
8.
So you got 8. Did you add in your successes?
Oh, So 11.
11. He falls down.
Grab their weapons. Let's go.
Leaving would be good. Yeah.
Okay. You grab 3 rather large blaster carbines and 3 rather large cutlasses. Little unwieldy for you guys for the cutlasses, but try to melt the metal down for something else or have them for trophies.
Just getting out of here.
Leaving would be good.
Taking the woman with us.
Yeah.
To safety.
I grab her, like kind of drag her along as we...
Okay.
Do you?
Well, I try. She was hiding behind me. She's bigger than I am, I'm sure. I'm sure she's taller and wider than Tazi.
So I come up behind and I scoop her up.
She's got a bad leg. Her left leg's injured.
I scoop her up. Okay. We'll take care of that when we get to the ship. Running.
Running.
Thank you.
Running.
Thank you for helping.
Yeah. Right, whatever. Let's go.
You guys run back to the ship?
Yeah, we're hightailing it.
I got any more of them between us and the ship?
Make a stealth check if you want to try to avoid them again. Well, it's a group stealth check, so whoever's got the
3.
best.
That's what we got. 3.
I'll roll the 2 purples. You roll the 3 greens.
All right. And don't I get a blue for the...
The skullduggery?
Yeah, the...
I would say
blue for
I would say
everybody.
we don't because we are now rushing.
All right.
Fair.
Because we're trying to get the hell done. There's a failure
and a lot of advantages.
1.
No, he had like 5
had 4 of
advantages.
them.
4.
Okay, then 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Threat and 2 advantages.
No, just 2 advantages.
Yeah.
Was it a success or a failure?
It's a failure with 2
Failure with
advantages.
2 advantages.
All right, failure with 2 advantages. All right.
The advantage is that she can actually move a bit on her own, so you're not just dragging her along.
Yeah, she can limp.
All right.
That's just one leg that's injured.
But we've attracted any attention that might be nearby.
Yep. There are a couple more that are, looting ships' bodies near your ship, and they turn around and look at you and smile. Now, you can try to keep running away from them, or you can engage them.
Can we just please leave?
Are they near the ship?
They're not in between you and the ship, but they're near your ship.
Okay.
Let's just get out of here immediately.
Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah, we're charging forward, and I'm tapping the remote, turning off the alarm, and dropping the gangplank with the remote.
You make it back to the ship.
Awesome.
You can get on the ship.
I'll do a really quick perception check as I'm walking to see if there's anybody that we can save in the immediate vicinity.
Okay. I'll make it an average check, too.
Tazi runs up to the cockpit and starts flipping on systems, and also starts activating the perimeter sensors.
3
And-
successes and a disadvantage. Right, or threat.
Okay. Yes. Your threat is A1 can't keep up with you. So, yes, you could save A1, or you could save other people, too.
Cark.
It's not his fault, necessarily, that his wheel isn't working right.
I turn around and I go back to get A1.
Okay. You guys see him turn around and take off running back.
I'm waiting at the the ramp of the ship until I hear that we're going, so we can close the ramp.
Okay, yep. Everything's spooling up.
Yep.
Can I make a check to? I guess I can try and make it faster.
Sure. Roll
Faster would be better.
Make
Must go faster.
Must go
Must
faster.
go faster.
I'd assume piloting, right?
piloting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing else that would make it go quicker other than I could see a computer's check, too.
Yeah.
But I mean,
piloting is better than computers.
yeah, I mean, that's part of piloting.
Maybe
to
like
me.
a trick or something, like
Difficulty?
bypass something.
2. Let's make it average.
Give me, I'll just skip turning on this vent.
2 successes, 2 advantages.
Yep. You can get it on quicker. What'd you do with the girl? Did you just drop her on the runway
Oh,
up?
I'm holding her too.
Okay.
Could have dropped her at the ramp where I'm standing.
Oh yeah, then if I was at the ramp,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
set her next to
I
Pharrell.
kind of shoo her on board.
Okay.
Over the comms, Tazi's like, move it, move it, move it, move it.
Do you see my legs moving?
No, I don't.
Shut up.
Okay, I'll roll we'll just do a destiny. So if you get a dark side, guess what happens? If you get a light side, guess what happens?
2 lights.
All right. You scoop A1 up and you run right back to the ship. A few shots go off near you, but nobody actually hits you.
Pew pew pew.
You get back on the ship, and you guys are starting to take off.
Yeah, I hit the button to close the ramp. I'm like, go, going, go.
KO, get in the turret.
Going.
Krell, can you man the other turret?
Yep. Once the thing's closed, I'll head up to the turret.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm in my turret.
Tazi's going to try and do some fancy piloting to get us off at least out of the general vicinity, away from the danger, so we can
Okay.
drop our companion off.
Guys, you do realize we kind of just kidnapped somebody.
She's not really kidnapped.
Well, we didn't give her any choice. I just wanted to point that out.
She said help. We're helping.
She did not preface how she wanted to be helped.
I'm just pointing that out. It's all.
We did not have meaningful dialogue, but that'll wait for later.
Right. Hopefully she doesn't die. I should probably go check on her.
You could probably just say
Turrets
acknowledged.
Turrets first.
Right. Hope she doesn't die.
Scanners, are any of the invading ships actually
Peeling off to come after us.
looking like they're going to pursue?
Yes. That's his answer.
Yes.
Do you have anything that helps you ignore black dice? Like from not having a primary buffer panel?
I do.
Good, because we're going to need it. You know, I almost stopped and installed that thing before we went to the bar. Almost.
Almost doesn't cut it.
Yeah, no.
It's okay.
But the captain asked. And so,
No, that's
I'll
fine.
go to the bar where I didn't get to eat anything because somebody was being nauseating.
You know, if you told Tazi that was nauseating, maybe he wouldn't do that.
We're being polite.
All right, I'm going to roll piloting space to get us out of here. I'm going to go full throttle improved, which I will take a full throttle action. I will make a hard piloting check to increase the vehicle's top speed by 1 for a number of rounds equal to my cunning.
Ooh.
And you're very cunning.
Quite. So, making a hard piloting check.
Okay.
Are there any black die involved?
Nope.
Success. One success.
So what does it
Well,
do?
battle. No, are we battle meditation's over?
Yeah, I turned it off.
Okay. Yeah, 1 success. So I kick the ship into high gear. The ship is now at its max speed of 4. Yeah.
Okay. There are 3 small fighter ships coming at you.
Do they spin on their axis like a giant? Like, they look like turtle shells, but they're spinning like Gamera. Because that would be freaking awesome.
You know, he's really neat.
He's
He's full of turtle meat.
No, they're just small little fighters.
Thanks for shattering our dreams.
You can have them spin if you want.
Thank you.
Little lights on them.
They look like little turtles.
All right, look like little turtles.
Flying pasties.
Yeah.
Yeah, their speed is a 5, so they're going to be able to kick it in and catch up to you.
All right. Do we need to do any rolls for the initiative?
Yep.
Cool.
Success and an advantage.
Hold on.
Wow.
Triumph, 3 successes, and an advantage.
I think he's going to go
I
first.
think he goes first.
What did you get?
A success and an advantage.
Okay, what'd you get?
Success and 4 advantages.
Wow. They rolled good. Not as good as Tazi, so PC 1.
I think I'll take that slot.
Okay.
I'm going to do evasive maneuvers as we pilot away.
Okay.
So my maneuvers, evasive maneuvers. My action is going to be jamming. Actually, I will have you're in the turret, correct? Corell's in a turret right now. I'll kind of yell over to A1. A1, jam their sensors.
Okay.
And so that's me telling A1 to jam. My action's actually going to be fire discipline.
Okay.
I'll do a discipline check. If I succeed, it will grant a boost to the next character making an attack. Every 2 successes adds this boost to another character. 2 greens, 3 purples. I could be screwed. That's a wash.
That's a...
Discipline check is a wash.
All right.
So fire discipline.
Not so much.
Not so much.
Tazi, you go get him, guys. And
All right.
guys, we have guns, right?
The first one moves up.
Shit, guns.
First one moves up and fires back with his
They get the upgrade of the difficulty by 1.
upgrades. I thought it added a black die.
Sorry, so upgrade the difficulty of attacks of the ship by 1 for evasive.
That's fine. They've got forward-mounted twin laser cannons.
Pew pew.
That's one success, so 7 damage. Minus soak. Oh, shields add a black die. Sorry, I didn't know you had shields. Same thing.
You said 7?
Yep. And then it's PC2.
I can take it. I'll use true aim as a maneuver, which upgrades my shooting ability. And then what's the difficulty? 2, right?
Yep.
Do I have any die? Black die?
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet. Because there's only one that's moved into range.
Gotcha.
And he had to punch it to get there.
Right.
I don't know if that's the right term, but he had to accelerate.
That is a success and an advantage.
Okay. What's the damage?
My damage is 6. How many successes? Just one?
Just one.
7.
So 7.
Okay. You hit it solidly. It doesn't look like it's too happy. If a ship can look unhappy.
It looks unhappy.
All right.
It blows smoke menacingly at me.
Your shots knock vents out of the forward vent, so it looks like it's got broken teeth.
The
Ship's got broken teeth.
next ship moves into range. Aw. Just one success. So 6 points. And it's going to be PC3.
Okay, I'm actually, instead of firing, I'm going to make a hard mechanics check to try and boost the rear shields.
Okay.
So that's where they're coming in. And that is going to be 2 successes and 2 threats. So what is that?
I think you can just do that as a maneuver, right?
That's a crew action.
That's a crew
Oh, it's an action.
Crew action
Yeah.
on the Starship combat ship.
So I boost 1 shield zone by 1 point. The ship suffers 1 strain. Last number round equal to successes rolled. So I got 2. It lasts for 2 rounds.
Okay.
But that gives us an extra shield point in the back.
Okay. That gives him 2 black dice. All right. And then
You
it's...
show the ship took a strain.
Yeah.
All right, so then A1's turn. You told him to do what?
Jamming.
A1 is
So what does he need to
would you
do to
like to look at
jam?
the sheet?
Just tell me what he needs to do to
Okay,
jam.
so average computer check blocks enemy comm systems on a successful roll. Enemy ship must make an average computer check to use its comms.
Oh, yeah, he does it easily. Is that an action or a maneuver?
That is an action.
Okay. He reports back. Comms jammed. And PC1.
I'm going to take it and take a shot. So,
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. There's one more ship that has to go.
oh, too bad.
The enemy pilot was checking his phone instead of paying attention to where he was flying.
He was on Spacebook.
He's got so many more negative dice than he does positive dice now.
Yeah, but it rhymed with Facebook. Yeah.
My stellar?
Nobody uses
He
stuff.
fails. So then now it's PC1. So go ahead and shoot. Which one are you shooting at? There's 3 of them.
Whichever's closest.
There's 3 of them. They're all the same distance away.
Whichever
1, 2, or
one's
3.
first.
Twitter.
1,
What's the difficulty?
2.
That is a pathetic roll. 1 threat.
Hey, you failed.
So, unfortunately, when I was spending that time, I drained all the power out of my gun to reinforce the shields. So all it's kind of left is there's just another sudden power drain, which means you're going to get a black die on your next shot.
Puke.
My gun just doesn't even fire, and you're just it kind of cascades a little bit.
That ship's going to return fire. Again, more negative dice than he has positive dice.
Do you get the extra black die for the extra
I
shield?
got 2 black dice, a red die, a purple, and he misses.
As he should.
All right, PC 2.
All right. For my pilot action, trying to do gain the advantage, roll piloting, difficulty based on relative speeds. So we have.
They were moving at a 5. You were moving at a 4.
So there's a difficulty of 1.
Correct. And one of them did move up close. The other ones were at medium.
1 triumph, 2 successes, and 1 threat.
Okay. What does gain the advantage do?
Cancels out the penalty of your ship's evasive maneuvers. So all of our attacks are at no negative.
Okay.
Also cancels the benefit of the target. So we benefit from it. The target still has its negatives.
Okay.
I will,
I'll do evasive maneuvers, I'm assuming.
for my maneuver.
Because otherwise it's kind of pointless.
Yeah, I'm going to continue evasive maneuvers.
Okay. It's the second ship's turn.
And what's the difficulty on evasive maneuvers? I got to roll that.
I think you just do it, don't you?
Oh, do not
Yeah.
require a skill check. You're right. So maneuver side. Yeah.
So the second one
Do it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
misses horribly. Next PC.
I do true aim.
Okay. You can hit 1, 2, or 3.
The one that's already damaged.
1.
Tried 2 successes, which includes a triumph, and 3 threats.
Okay. You shoot it right straight in its reactor and it explodes.
Got it.
Unfortunately, you are also now blind for your next. You've blinded both of us for our next shots.
So what, like
A black die for each. Because we were both looking at him.
A1 asks, now what?
I would.
Hey, see if you can slice these guys.
Okay. What do I need to do?
See if you can slice into one of these guys and turn them down, or
You're
turn down
jamming
for
them,
what?
though.
What does slicing do?
Hard computers check, hack the enemy ship. Success lowers a shield on the target. Lasts for rounds equal to successes rolled. Triumph will disable a weapon system.
Oh, wash.
Oh.
He tried.
Good job, little buddy. Next time, we'll get him.
All right. PC 1. We're back to the top because you blew one of them up.
I'll try.
Go.
True aim again. Because why would I make a maneuver to upgrade my die roll? Yeah. 2 successes and a threat.
Okay. What's the damage?
8 at that point.
Oh, he blows up.
God, I love this thing.
But the one that's left is going to try to return fire. Even though he's got no...
Pew, pew.
Oh. 1 hit with 1 threat. So 6 points. And he's moved in close enough that you're only at a range of 1 now. Or
All right.
You should get it.
difficulty of 1.
And with his threat, is he flying straight at us?
Yep.
So I get a blue die?
Yep.
That is a, yeah.
You blow him up.
Okay.
You destroy him.
Yeah, that was a triumph.
Oh.
I make a note here.
These guys are just little fighters. They're not...
Technically, that ship just goes dead because you're on the ion cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, the ship just starts dropping out of the sky because we're not even in orbital.
And he was going fast, too. So
As the pilot, the ship is coming at us. I see the shot arc over the cockpit and straight into the bow of the other ship, and the ship just drops like under us, like just. Whoa. And you hear a when it strikes the ground.
I think I got him.
I should hope so.
A Redemption podcast is played using the Star Wars role-playing system by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books. Please interact with us on social media, Facebook and Twitter @RedemptionPod, Instagram @RedemptionPodcast. Visit our website, redemptionpodcast.com. Please leave us a review on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or whatever other podcatcher you use. This will help people find us. And if you like us, please consider using Patreon. Our Patreon is patreon.com/redemption. Until next time.